Hey everyone, what's up? Sorry I haven't made any videos for a while. I'm just making this video because it's a really beautiful, peaceful morning. There's nothing else to do. But as a matter of fact, I have no videos to make because unfortunately Windows Movie Maker is not even working. But I could fix that problem. I'm watching videos about how to fix Windows Movie Maker. But unfortunately, I want to tell you the number one thing. I'm going to talk about movies. What movies am I going to talk about? As a matter of fact, I'm going to talk about the movie Planes. I didn't see that movie yet, but it looks really good though. But as a matter of fact, I'm really too excited to go see that movie. But I want to go see Despicable Me 2, but I do not know if I want to go see Despicable Me 2. It has Al Pacino in it. It looks pretty good. If I go see Despicable Me 2, it was the first Al Pacino movie I will see in the big screen. I never saw too many Al Pacino movies. But I know Al Pacino's on The Godfather and Scarface, except I never saw those movies. But unfortunately, that has nothing to do with the movie Planes. So let's talk about the movie Planes, shall we? And unfortunately, this movie is about this plane named Dusty, which is like a fertilizer plane. Like you know, these airplanes that drop fertilizer in the fields and farms. That's the best way not to use black people as slaves, you know. That is really bad. The best way is to use vehicles. Well, that doesn't have anything to do with the Planes movie. But this main character is a fertilizer, and he dreams of becoming a racing stunt plane or something. And as a matter of fact, there's his mentor that is basically an F4U Corsair, which I know he's an F4U Corsair because F4U Corsairs are basically World War II planes served in the Pacific theaters as well. So that's one of my favorite planes in all time. As a matter of fact, I like the F4U Corsair as one of my favorite planes in World War II history. As a matter of fact, that this main character is going on a race around the world, just like in the Cars sequel. But unfortunately, he wants to beat these two assholes that look like Spitfire / Enemy 109s. But I do not know. I never saw the movie yet, but I did see the trailers of it. It looks like a good movie. I also read the storyline on Wikipedia. So anyway, the movie has 2 Top Gun stars in it. Val Kilmer and the guy who plays Goose. You know the character Goose in Top Gun? He's the guy who died when he ejected his heat seat while Maverick ejected his heat seat, played by Tom Cruise. Goose accidentally bumped his head on top of a canopy, which really broke his skull, and they crashed into the ocean. But the movie is in 3D. I didn't see it yet, but unfortunately, I saw the movie about 3 times or something. But it's a really enjoyable movie. I like Top Gun. It's a good movie. I like it. 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 But as a matter of fact, Planes is a spin-off of the movie Pixar's Cars. But the movie Planes is not made by, it was produced by John Lasseter, but unfortunately it's like a bit similar to Cars. But the movie Cars is like, Cars is like an okay movie, but I like it back when I was like 10, but I think Planes is going to be a really, really good movie. I think it's going to be really enjoyable, you know. But as a matter of fact, I didn't get to talk about the movies that I saw last month. The 2 movies I saw last month are basically live-action movies with CGI special effects. Like, the first movie I saw is The Man of Steel, which came out on June 14th, and another movie, White House Down, which came out on June 29th. But as a matter of fact, I want to review you these two movies. Let's review The Man of Steel. I like this movie, it's a bit better than Superman Returns. But as a matter of fact, the CGI is great, and the storyline's okay, and the storyline's great, the storyline's good. But unfortunately, the movie's kind of confusing, though, because of the editing. The editing's kind of... I don't know, but the editing's kind of bad. It's kind of annoying. But unfortunately, this movie is excellent. I like it, especially they have an A-10 Warhawks and the F-22 Raptors, one of my favorite fighter planes of all time. Like the ones we saw at Nellis Air Force Base, which you might notice that I went to Nellis Air Force Base. Nellis Air Force Base is really great. As a matter of fact, The Man of Steel is basically a reboot of the Superman movie series, which goes back to Superman as a baby, Superman as a kid, Superman as a teenager, and Superman as an adult. Unfortunately, Man of Steel, I give this movie a 2 thumbs up. Did a really good job with that movie. It's directed by the guy who directed the 300 movie. Wait, the guy who directed 300? That's why the movie's so weird. Unfortunately, it's like everything's all CGI. But the CGI is great, though. Sometimes it's kind of annoying. And the second movie is White House Down. White House Down was directed by Roland Emmerich. Like, you know, that's the guy who directed Independence Day, 2012, and other, like, natural disaster movies like that. But this movie is really the best Roland Emmerich movie I have saw so far, better than 2012 and Independence Day. Except this movie's not about freaking aliens. It's about human beings taking over the White House, which they're basically Americans. Traitors to the U.S. government. But even though it's a bit better than Olympus Has Fallen, even though the main character is really badass. Oh, I forgot to tell you about Superman's costume. From Man of Steel, Superman's costume is great. So anyway, let's go back to White House Down. And in White House Down, it's about this U.S. State Capitol police officer who was trying to be hired for the Secret Service, but he was not hired for the Secret Service. So he bought 2 tickets for him and his daughter to go on a tour around the White House. But this movie is pretty realistic, like the part where like the Capitol building blows up, and the president's really great in this movie. As a matter of fact, the president looks like a bit like Barack Obama, except he's better than Barack Obama. As a matter of fact, he's a really badass. Sometimes the main character is a humorist. President Sawyer, like Tom Sawyer. And that is my review of these 2 movies I have saw on June. So anyway, let's talk about the rest of Planes. Even though it's a spin-off of Cars, you know, which, did I tell you there's a spin-off of Cars earlier? I guess so. As a matter of fact, that's all the story I can tell you about the movie Planes. So anyway, here's a link below if you want to see the trailer of Planes. It looks pretty good. It looks like Top Gun. Especially they have like Top Gun stars in it. So anyway, that is my discussion for the movie Planes. It's going to come out on August 9th. It's a long time. I cannot wait. I want to go see it real badly. I can't wait to go see it. Oh my god. Oh my. So anyway, bye. I'll see you next time. On the next video, I'm going to be reviewing the movie Planes until it comes out on August 9th. Bye.